The garage, financially sound motors, was filled with the lingering scent of oil in the air. Bob, the owner and chief mechanic, was working on a car with a particularly stubborn engine. Bob wasn't just fixing cars, he was ensuring they ran smoothly, reliably, and predictably. He knew that a well-maintained vehicle, like a healthy business, needed more than just a shiny coat of paint. A young apprentice, Leo, shuffled into the shop.
This engine
He muttered, shaking his head.
is just like our accounts. Each part, like a different revenue stream or expense category, has a specific job and needs to be carefully tracked.
He pointed to a meticulously organized schematic hanging on the wall, labeled Chart of Accounts.
And this is the chart of accounts. It's like the car's blueprint, telling us where every single part should go and what it does.
Bob, Mrs. Henderson's complaining her car's been leaning to one side. She thinks it's a tire problem?
Bob sighed, but an idea sparked in his eyes.
Leo, think of Mrs. Henderson's car as a single transaction. The leaning means the accounting equation is out of balance. Remember, assets, what the car has, must always equal liabilities, what's it owes, plus equity, what's left for the owner. If the tire's bad and she needs a new one, we need to keep the equation balanced. Let's apply our double-entry bookkeeping system. Every transaction, every change, affects at least two accounts. If the tire is truly bad, we need to increase the cash account, an asset, if she pays cash for a new tire, or increase the accounts receivable account, if she buys on credit, and increase our sales account. We also need to increase the cost of sales account balance and decrease our inventory account balance.
Bob pulled up his ledger using his tablet.
See, Leo? Debits and credits aren't just scary words. They're like the two sides of a balance scale. In our system, debits increase asset, expense, and draw accounts, while credits increase liability, owner's equity, and revenue accounts. Make sure the debits always equal the credits, or the whole car and the business will wobble.
He explained how financially sound motors used special journals to track common transactions, like oil changes in the sales journal or parts purchases in the purchase journal. These were then summarized and posted to the general ledger, which he likened to the car's service history.
The general ledger is the big picture, Leo. But sometimes we need more detail. That's where subledgers come in. Like a detailed repair manual for the engine, the accounts receivable subledger keeps track of exactly who owes us money and how much.
Bob, standing at his filing cabinet, explained.
And remember, Leo, every work order, every invoice, every receipt, these are our documents. Without them, we have no proof of what happened, no way to trace our steps back to the problem. And finally, rules. Rules are the bedrock of any system. Rules about how we account for depreciation on our tow truck. Rules about how assets lose value over time. Rules about how we recognize revenue when we repair a car. Rules about when we can legally claim the money as earned. Without rules, everything is chaos.
Leo finally understood.
So, Bob, you're saying that a well-oiled bookkeeping system is like a well-oiled engine? It needs the right parts, organized correctly, and maintained with care?
Bob grinned.
Exactly, Leo. Accounting isn't just about numbers. It's about understanding how the business works. It's about making sure everything is running smoothly, efficiently, and reliably, so we can keep our customers happy and have the needed information to prepare our financial statements.
As Leo headed off to tackle Mrs. Henderson's tire problem, Bob returned to his engine, knowing that whether he was fixing a car or balancing the books, the principles were the same. Understanding the system, following the rules, and paying attention to the details. Because in the world of cars and accounting, a little bit of knowledge and a lot of care can take you a long way. What did this story tell us? Bookkeeping is not all that complicated. You just need to learn what makes bookkeeping tick, namely accounts and chart of accounts, the accounting equation, the double-entry bookkeeping system, debits and credits, special journals and the general ledger and subledgers, documents and rules.